Alright, welcome back. Bob the Vapor Computer Guy. Today we're taking a look at an RTA. This is called the Themis. I keep wanting to say Thermos, but it's Themis by Digiflavor. Alright, so I got this Themis RTA, and I gotta keep practicing that on the Vapor, on the Revenger X by Vaporesso. All right, really nice RTA. Let's talk about a few things first. Just because I said vlog in Thailand, I might as well talk about something. I was at the Foxwoods National Vape Expo, which I've gone to every year. Really nice time. Today is Sunday. That was yesterday, Saturday. Man, I gotta tell you, for a computer guy to spend 5 to 6 hours walking around and standing up, man, my feet are killing me. But it was a nice time there. I got to see a lot of people that you know, I've seen before, meet some new people. Finally got to meet Felix Vapes. We've talked online for years. Finally got to meet him. Nicest guy. Was there with his family. Mike Vapes, of course, was there. I've met Mike before. Phenom, Brian from the Vapor Chronicles. Got to meet Mark Fagan. Never met him before. Tommy Vapers was there. Phil and Dimitri. Big show. A lot of people there. Sophie Vapes was there. I didn't get to meet her though. Matt from Suck My Mod. Met him for the first time. Donnie Smokes was there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was looking to meet Jose from mr.test-it, but paths didn't cross, and I know he was coming down today. And by the way, check out his channel. I'll put a link below to that. He does really fun, creative videos. Really fun guy to watch. Nice videos. He puts a lot of work into them. A lot of nice editing, and they're interesting. It's like a different style. Nobody's doing what he's doing. So check out mr.test-it's review channel. Like I said, a link below. Giancarlo from Omegeddon, which I've met many times. He lives pretty close to me. Him and his wife, two of the nicest people you ever meet. In fact, I got, what is these? Here they are. I know you handed to me like 5 of them. On the back here I have gift codes. So if anybody's looking to buy any juice from Omegeddon, which is omegeddoneliquid.com, I'll put a link below. Email me, thevapingcomputerguy@gmail.com. I have 5 discount codes, and I think they give you, I think it was 5, 10, 15, or 20% off. I think it's like a random thing. You know, you get one of those automatically when you enter the code. So if you're interested in buying any liquid from them, this ends though on the 24th. Today is the 18th. This ends on March 24th. Email me, thevapingcomputerguy@gmail.com, and I'll send you the code that you can use for a discount on that. What else? There were, you know, so many people were there. So many other people. Jay Hayes was there. I didn't get to meet him, but I did see him afterwards. I think Mark did a live stream. Mark Fagan caught me in the beginning there playing with my phone, looking stupid, but you know, that was nice. Anyway, but it was a nice show. So there's a lot going on at the show. It was much bigger than it was in previous years. I should say a lot busier. They actually had 2 floors this time. They had a high-end modder show upstairs, and downstairs was the main show, which was a lot more hardware than there has been in the past. Years ago with vape shows, you know, 3-4 years ago, there was a lot of hardware there when things were new. The last couple of years when I've gone to shows, and I've been to maybe 10 vape shows in my life, 10, 12, somewhere around there, and the last couple of years been mainly juice, all juiced out. I don't even bother to try the juices anymore, to be honest. There's just so much juice out there. But this had a lot more hardware this year, which was really nice. And it's good to see that. I also noticed a much older crowd too. A lot of people that you know, are more my age instead of, you know, just, you know, people in the young 20s, early 20s, which is nice to see. It means more people are getting into vaping, more people realize the benefits of it, and it's not just a kid thing. And that's also good for us as voters to, you know, help convince the politicians to stop trying to stop vaping, because when you get more older people, I think it's a little more influential, and they just have, you know, probably people my age usually have more connections with other people our age, who are usually the people that have more of a say in these things, that are more of the politicians, you know, in that level of government. So I think that's a good thing. It helps vaping all around. So anyway, we're going to dive down to the table. We're also going to do a review here. So this is the Themis, and I got to keep being careful about that. Let's dive down to the table. You're going to see it when I unbox it, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it. All right, we're taking a look at the Digiflavor Themis, and I keep wanting to say Thermos, but it's the Themis dual coil version RTA. I did pop open the box and took a quick look at it. Did not even unscrew it yet, so we're taking a look at it for the first time together here. All right, looks like you're getting a 510 drip tip, and that drip tip is on here. All right, so you have 510. Where's the adapter? Must be underneath there. So you get your 510. You got your 810, and you got your tank. Let's take a look at the tank first, and we'll go see what's underneath there. So this is one of those tapered tanks. As you can see, it's tapering down so it'll fit on a smaller diameter, and we'll get you all the specs at the end of looking at this. Now I want to show you one thing I noticed here. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh, you can't. Come on. Right. I don't know what that is. This is the way it came out of the box. It looks like just a piece of paper or something in there. Alright, so let's open that up and see. Can this open here? Alright, so we pop that off. Look at this, like disassembling the core of a nuclear bomb. Don't touch the sides. Alright, take a look at that. First, let's see what's in here. Am I going to have to take this whole thing apart and how to get to that, man? I'm just going to have to try and wash it out. But there's a piece of paper or something in there. A little sticker or something. It's not on the outside. It's inside. So, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wash that out. I don't think I want to try and pull this all apart. Well, let's see. Does the glass just slide off? No. Maybe through the top. Without breaking it, I was going to zoom back out, and it stuck to my hand. So that's the top. And by the way top works is just a twist and pops off. You can see the locking mechanism there. Put it on until it goes on, until it fits, and then twist to lock. All right. And there we go. Look at that big chamber. That's your airflow coming down from there. And there we go. I can get it out. I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. I don't like that it was in my tank. Make sure I wash this thing out good, and your glass would come off that way if you wanted to take off the glass, okay? So I'm going to end up washing this off good. So there's your chamber and your airflow and your juice fill. Screw that in. Let's look at that base. You got screws on the side here. It's a postless deck. You got those walls. Airflow's going to come through that. And you got your wicking chambers in the side here. I'm going to go wash this off, and then I'm going to coil this up, and we're going to wick it. So I'll be back. Okay, so I got this all washed off. And just to go over here, you got the extra glass. Okay. Bottom of the box, you got your Themis, not Thermos, Themis manual. There's that 510 adapter, screwdriver, plenty of extra O-rings, and extra screws. Okay, so we're going to put that stuff aside for now. And I'm going to reassemble this, and then we're going to wick it. Alright, let's get some coils. Just got these in from Advanced Vape Supply, pre-made coils. These are 5 wraps on a 3mm coil, and I'm not sure what they're going to amount to, but we'll find out. And I bought these. They come, get a little bit of cotton in there. We can use that soon. And we get a couple of coils. Alright. So, postless deck here. I'm going to cut these coils. We'll cut one first, see how that works out. Let's get a screwdriver. Pop our first coil in here. See if the depth on the cut on the wire is good enough. Actually, that looks pretty perfect. You can see there. Got it about the airflow. Let's not mess this coil up now. It's a pretty soft coil. I'm going to cut it just slightly shorter. Alright, so we're in there, and you can see we're ohming out at a 0.1 on this build, which I like, but we're going to do some pulsing here. They actually write on here, dry burn at 15 to 20 watts. Alright, I've never tried to dry burn anything that low. I've always found I certainly need more power than that for a dry burn. But A little rainbow action going on those coils. Alright. Alright, adjusted those coils. They're even now. Alright, let's get some cotton. Oh, we got cotton. Came with the coils. Those advanced vape supply coils. So let that cool down for a second. Grab some of this cotton from Advanced Vape Supply. It's like a little rougher cotton. Not sure what exactly it is, but we're going to use it. Tweezers, clean them off a little bit. A little bit of combing, not too much, or it's going to be too thin. I'm just feeling that with this cotton. You can see how fast that cotton's thinning out. Okay, so I'm not going to do too much. Since I've never wicked this particular RTA before, we're hoping we get the cotton lengths right the first time. So as you can see, there's your wick holes under there. Alright. Actually, we're going to have to probably thin this cotton out even a little more, because when you got both of those, trying to get them in that hole, might want to thin this out a little more, so I'm going to do that. So we want it in there. We want it sitting loose, but covering all the space. Okay? Sitting loose, but covering all the space. Otherwise, you're going to have leaking, and if it's too tight, you're not going to wick right. So there we go. Got the coils in there, got it wicked up. Tuck that cotton down a little bit better. It'll stay better once I juice it up. Now, always the hardest decision, what juice to put in it. We're going to do some of this Vapor-Made sticky buns. Alright, I mixed a 3 and a 0 and came up with a 1.5, so I have a little bit left in this bottle here, and that's what we're going to use. Boy, that juice doesn't want to go in that cotton very fast. That cotton, look at that, it's still dripping. That cotton really takes some time to absorb that juice. I said I wasn't sure what kind of cotton they had in there. It felt a little different, a little rough. Might wick good once it's going. Come on, soak in. You already got it all over my hands. Alright, so let's pop this in here. Got to get it just right. Alright, because those side walls are going to line up with the airflow coming down. So you really have to get that just right. I'm covered in juice again. Alright, I hate juice in my hands. Alright, so that's back in there now. Put our base, which holds everything together, on. No? There we go. You heard that click. Alright, give it a little turn here. Pop that off. Close off the airflow. And it does stop, by the way. It does have a stopper. Gonna fill her up. Juice flow holes. So we're going to tighten that down. I also open the airflow at the same time. And there she is. Alright, next time we come back on top and talk about it, we'll be after putting a lot of juice through this tank and see how she works. Let's go back on top. Okay, so quick specs: 25mm diameter. It is you know, tapered, so a little narrower at the base than it is at the width of the tank. It's a 5mm capacity. This is the dual coil version, I believe. I guess there's a single coil version. I haven't seen that one. It is a postless deck with what did I say? Quad terminals. Top airflow design, which is really nice. It comes with the 510 adapter, a nice big thick 810 drip tip on there. And I have to say, this is one of the best RTAs I've used in a long time. RTAs that have decks like this, and there's some, which one? This one, which is one of my favorites, and this is the iJoy Tornado. And I love this RTA, but the problem with this is when you want to work on the deck, you pull that deck out like you do in this one, and you can't like dry burn your coils or anything, because it doesn't work until you put it back in and put it together before you can use make contact with the 510. Well, with this one, you can still take that base, screw it onto an atomizer, dry burn it, work on it, build on it, do what you want to do, unscrew it, and then put it all back together. Wonderful. I have had zero leaking problems on this. It has been working great. The flavor's been great. The top airflow is great. The fill ports on the top are great. I have no cons with this. Maybe it's a little hard to see a juice. I'm getting low in juice in there right now. I don't even know if you can see it, but a little hard to see a juice. But that's not a con. That's just no big deal, and it still works great. I really like it. I got some of that Hit That Juice Boston Cream, which I picked up from Mike at the show. I haven't had that in a while. Really enjoying that, and great juice, great in here. The flavor's good. It does not get hot. Like I said, no leaking, easy to build, easy to work. You can turn it upside down, unscrew that deck to re-wick or rebuild your deck or whatever you want to do without emptying out the tank, which is nice. Very happy with it, really. Now, what I'm also happy about with it, and I got it on, like I said, on that Revenja X mod, this is a 0.1 ohm build, and I'm vaping it at only 68 watts, and it's perfect. Once I bring it up above like 75, it's too much for it. So that's kind of unusual that I'm getting a 0.1 build working at low 68 watts. But that's wonderful because I'm getting great battery life out of this. And I've just absolutely been enjoying this tank. I think it's a winner if you're looking for one of the newer RTA. And I haven't reviewed a lot of RTAs lately, to be honest. This is the first one that I've tried in a while that I've really, really been happy with, and certainly going to be vaping for quite a while going forward, like I still am with things like that iJoy Tornado, which I still use. This is going to be one of those which is going to stick around for a long time. What I like about this, this would probably replace the OBS engine for me, just because it's extremely easy to wick, to build on. It's top airflow, the no leaking, all those things together just make it a wonderful vape. Plenty of clouds, beautiful vape. The Digiflavor Themis. Gotta keep saying it that way. All right, gotta recommend it. Go ahead and check it out. I bought this one myself, so I'm not gonna put a link to anybody specific. Just Google Themis, T-H-E-M-I-S, and it'll come right up, I am sure, especially if you put Digiflavor in the search. And that's about it. So I'll see you next time. Have a good week.